A very good afternoon and welcome to Avalon Airport Oval in Werribee for the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final today to be played between Geelong Falcons and the Northern Knights. Anthony Stangett's with you this afternoon, bringing you this Grand Final, the first ever Grand Final in the TAC Cup Girls competition. Last year, the top team in the Calder Cannons winning the flag. No Grand Final played, but this year the first Grand Final match to be played as the Falcons to go to your left of screen during the first quarter. On the outer side, Taylor leading in the race for the football. Brent Catazano, the captain. Geelong Falcons undefeated in season 2018. The Northern Knights only one defeat this year, and that was in round 8 to their opponents in the grand final today. Talking about the captains going through the middle, Lucy McAvoy. Trying to go forward. Maggie Antipas. Kick round the corner in A. Good work by the Knights. Jarvis. McAvoy again, trying to get her hands on the ball early. Around the corner from the Knights, Fitzgerald, out of the Kira variety. Up towards forward 50 for the first time in the game. And we'll have a ball up. At forward 50, Bannon took the duel for the Knights. Now bursting her way through. Sanzanetti goes inside forward 50 for the Knights. Mackenzie leading in the race for the football. Handball's over the top. Can she get the football back? No, she can't. Good defensive effort by the Falcons. Bring the ball now out to this broadcast side wing through Smith, and Shepherd takes a strong mark. At half-back. Kicks in towards the middle of Avalon Airport Oval. Good mark taken, intercept. Suzuki. Handball's on quickly, O'Connor. Back to Suzuki. Chance to move forward. Newton. Still at forward 50 for the Knights. Keeping it in their forward half early in this first quarter of the grand final. Very good afternoon to all those watching on taccup.com.au. Hope you enjoy the coverage today. Newton with the tap down. Defence of the Falcons under pressure early in A. Kick goes forward. Oh, great pickup by McAvoy. Brings it out to defensive 50. Walmsley leading in the race for the football. 2-on-1 contest. Helped her teammate get her hands on the football. Kick long, this time by Taylor. Up on the broadcast side wing, right in front of our broadcast position now. Good pickup. DeJochemy got it off to her teammate in Gardner. Now up towards half forward. Here's an opportunity for the Falcons. Atkins at ground level. Gets her handball away. DeJochemy again. Dispossessed. Good defensive effort by the Knights. Handball comes over the top. Snow. Over the football, Suzuki. And we'll see a ball up. Good run of play by the Falcons. McAvoy setting it up from half back. Opportunity now. Good tap down. O'Connor. Working hard. Suzuki once again. Over the football. Fitzgerald. Fighting for it. Purcell. And we will see a ball up. Only 3.5 minutes gone. First term. 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final. The inaugural Grand Final, as we mentioned. A chance for the team today to join the Calder Cannons as the premiership teams in the competition. Falcons trying to extend their winning streak to 10 this year. Knights defence now under pressure. Over the football, Purcell for the Falcons. Kick forward, Morrison. At half forward once again. They go inside forward 50, the Falcons. No one able to get the ball clear, and we will have a ball up. Opportunity again for Ine. Purcell trying to trap the football. Gardner gets a kick away. Kicks to the outer side. Morrison leads in the race for the footy. Long kick into the right forward pocket. Knights have the defenders back. Tierney over the football, and we will have another ball up. Edging closer to the Falcons' goal. No score on the board. Over 4.5 minutes gone in the first term. Tapped down by Newton. Kick forward. The umpire's found a free kick. And it will go the way of the Falcons. So Renee Tierney has the opportunity to put the first score on the board in the 2018 Grand Final. Comes in, lines it up, hits the post. So the first score in the Grand Final on the board. It goes the way of the Falcons. And the Knights quickly play on from full back. Tierney again. Great tackle. She might get the ball back with a free kick. Umpire disagrees, but Tierney now gets the football round the corner. Brancatizano flew through. Newton now with a kick away into the middle of Avalon Airport Oval. Here's an opportunity again for the Falcons. They go long. Gardner to the goal square at the back of the pack, and free kick has been paid, and it will go the way of the Northern Knights. A lot more settled this time coming out of defensive 50. And again, good interception from the Falcons. They go inside forward 50. Good defensive tackling by the Knights, and we'll see another ball up inside the forward 50 arc. Tapped down by Newton. They get a kick away. Knights have got the numbers at ground level. Fitzgerald, out of the Jess variety. Handball. They're trying to seek it out. The Falcons unable to do so, and we'll see another ball up. Seven minutes gone. First term, TAC Cup Girls Grand Final, and another ball up. As we mentioned, undefeated season so far, the Geelong Falcons, 8 points separating them. Just a couple of weeks ago, Northern Knights having to work their way through into the Grand Final with a final round victory up against Murray. They did so in style by 30 points. Geelong Falcons having beaten Northern Knights the week before, already booked their grand final spot after the 8th round of the season. And Northern Knights denying Sandringham Dragons and the Eastern Rangers that most prized final spot in this grand final. Falcons again at forward 50. No, Suzuki couldn't take the mark. Handball comes out looking for Fitzgerald once again, and we will see a ball up. So the Falcons just with the one behind to show for the probably last 3 minutes in their forward 50. Purcell gets a kick forward over the football to Cranis. Now they bring it out outside of defensive 50 again, the Knights, but chasing it down is Purcell. Been lively early. Love. Can she trap it? Does so now. Gets back to her feet. Kicks it forward. Needs the marking option. Chisholm, under plenty of pressure, sees the ball over the line. And we'll see a boundary throw-in. So 9 minutes gone first term. Just the one behind on the board. Falcons, another opportunity to score. Comes to the back of the pack. Gardner traps it. Gets around her opponents. Good tackling pressure. Morris Dalton. Sweeping handball came out. Snow. Now, Bannon at half back. They got the run now, the Knights. Goodnick just misjudged the flight of the football. Ball held up, and we'll see a ball up on the broadcast side wing. Again, another disposal for Purcell. Long kick forward. Lasoski. Hey. Inside the forward 50 arc for the Falcons again. We'll see another ball up. Sends Zanetti to go up in the ruck. This time up against DeJockamy. Held without it was Fitzgerald, and she'll receive the free kick. 5 minutes to go till quarter time. Handball came out, good work. Lasoski Hay now out the back. Taylor pushes her team inside forward 50 once again. Cut off by Fitzgerald. Bounce, well, good, well trapped by Newton. Gets a handball away. In towards the middle of Avalon Airport Oval. Morrison in chase. We'll soon have another ball up. Still that one behind on the board. Very defensive first term. Neither team able to get a distinct advantage. As Newton gets the tap down. Morris Dalton fights for the football. She extracts it now, gets her handball away. Here's a chance for the Knights. Newton, dispossessed. Work by the Falcons. Love trying to get the ball out. She was well tackled. And we'll see another ball up, broadcast side wing. Good tackle by Mika Suzuki. Ball going nowhere. Morris Dalton's laid the tackle. Handball came out. Lasoski Hay. Knights though. Trap the football, send it up towards half forward. Saravolo too far for her, but Jarvis gets the kick inside forward 50. Oh, playing on that time was Chapman. Free kick will go the way of the Knights. Mackenzie to take it. Opportunity for the Knights to go into the right forward pocket. Good defensive effort. Lasoski Hay. Gets her kick away. Suzuki trapping it now. Gets a handball away to Jarvis. Jarvis onto Morris Dalton. Dalton long on the left boot. One-on-one contest and great work in defence by the Falcons. Chapman got the clearing kick. Opportunity again for Jarvis to send it inside forward 50. Clearing kick, Morrison. Out towards this broadcast side wing. Sweeps around Shepherd. In towards the middle. He finds Atkins. Gets it onto the runner Purcell. Purcell inside forward 50. At the back of the pack, Valor. Can she size up her option? She does. Bouncing ball. And heads through for another behind. Good lead up by the Falcons. Working well off the back line. Really set up by that mark by Chapman on the last line of defence. It's the Knights. Come out of side of defensive 50 looking for Goodnick. Her kick bounces over the head of Clayton. Ticking down towards quarter time in this grand final. Falcons with the only score on the board. It's the two behinds. Ball on the outer side once again. Play on the call from the umpire. 60 seconds for the Knights to send it forward, or for Geelong to get the goal that they've missed in the early stages of this grand final contest. We mentioned 8 points the margin between these two teams in round 8. Expecting a close contest once again in today's game. Here comes the Falcons. Inside forward 50. Here's an opportunity. Good work by Carney. Ground level again. Under 30 seconds left in the term. One last opportunity for the Falcons before quarter time. Good tap down by Clayton. And at quarter time in the grand final game, very defensive first term. Neither team able to make the most of their opportunities, but the defence is working overtime and creating errors and also rebound off the half-back line. And it is the Geelong Falcons, 2 behinds, 2 points. The Northern Knights yet to score in this grand final match. Broadcasting live from Avalon Airport Oval. Anthony Stangett's with you this afternoon. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Also check out the AFL Women's Instagram account. We've taken over the account today, so check out the Insta story on AFL Women's on Instagram today, or download the TAC Cup app to keep up to date with all the play-by-play scores today. But we're going to take a break. It is quarter time here at Avalon Airport Oval. We'll be back very shortly with the second term here in the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final between the Geelong Falcons and Northern Knights. The Falcons leading by 2 points. being removed from Avalon Airport Oval as we start the second term in the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final match. Falcons with the slight advantage heading into the second term. Just a 2-point lead at quarter time. All set for a start. In this grand final match. Falcons heading to the right of screen during this term. Only scoring in this grand final so far has been to the left of screen here at Avalon Airport Oval, the new fantastic facilities here in Werribee. Perfect conditions for football with a premiership team to be decided in another 3 quarters of football. Ball up. Forward 50 again. On the outer side, Bannon sees the ball over the line and will have a boundary throw in. Ball going nowhere on the outer side, and we'll see another ball up. On the outer side, trying to burst her way through, Mackenzie. Now stolen by the Falcons, just over the top of Ine. Through the middle though, good work. Lasoski Hay up towards half forward, juggling it, Sanzanetti. And we'll see a ball up at forward 50. Going it alone in the ruck was O'Connor. Morrison getting in to find the football. Lasoski Hay at the bottom of the pack. Trying to extract it again. Good work by Snow to the outer side. Oh, a high fly. That was from Mackenzie. 50-metre penalty as well. Be taken up towards the forward 50 arc. 25. It's the Mackenzie now an opportunity. Holds it out wide. Was looking for Prenesti. Now the Falcons kick to the wide open spaces of Avalon Airport Oval. Purcell leads in the race. Grant Catasano puts her under plenty of pressure. She finds the football. Dishes off to Fitzgerald inside forward 50. Through the fingertips of the Knights forwards. Good work in defence once again. Chapman gets it on. Walmsley. Cut off now. Good work by Snow. Taken down by 2 Geelong Falcons. And Love will be rewarded. Plays on quickly. Gets the ball up towards half forward. Lasoski Hay, and again another possession in this first half. Knights will be happy to see the ball heading towards that boundary line. Leading the race, Sanzanetti. And the ball held up. And we'll see a ball up. Morris Dalton around the corner. As the Falcons cut it off once more. Denby Taylor up towards centre half forward. Good mark taken in defence. And Suzuki Bannon at half back. This ball heads over the boundary line on the outer side. Nearly 5 minutes gone, second term. No score added to the board in this second quarter. Tap down, Newton. 6 AFL Women's Academy members out on the park today. Gavin Newton, sole member from the Northern Knights, and 4 Geelong Falcons in the Level 2 Academy. 1, the captain, Lucy McAvoy, in the Level 1. Bouncing through the middle. Great work by Walmsley. That was of the Soph variety. A kick cut off by Chisholm. Likes to go to the outer side. Ball falls to ground. Here's a chance for the Knights. Inside forward 50 for the first time this term. They line up the goals. They go goalward and have put the first through of this grand final game. On the run, Abigail Bennett. And it's taken nearly 6 minutes in the second quarter of this grand final game. But Bennett puts it through for the Knights and gives them the lead. 1 goal straight 6 leading Geelong Falcons. 2 behinds. Morris Dalton again in the middle. Tries to get it out. Kick off the ground. Good work by Walmsley. Antipas fighting for the football. Wasowski Hay again gets a kick away. Down behind play as well. We'll keep an eye on that. Pushed off the ball was Walmsley. Went without it. Suzuki. Fighting hard for the football. Gardner. Wasowski Hay. Just pushing away the trainers, saying, get me back out there. Tapped down by Newton. Morris Dalton got a handball away. Comes back to Newton. Good play by the Knights. They kick it up towards half forward. Deva Rankonda just saw the ball over the line. We'll see a boundary throw in. Forward half again for the Northern Knights, taking the lead in this grand final match. Boundary throw in. Bannon v. Ine. Bouncing football, Newton again. Handballs over to Goodneck. Could have been in the back, not paid. Again, Wasowski Hay. Good kick away that time. Suzuki up towards half forward. Well cut off by the captain in McAvoy for the Falcons. Finds her teammate and fellow academy member Nina Morrison. Atkins went without the football. Morrison mops up, kicks inside forward 50. Can she find a target? Leading in the race for the football, Carney. Plenty of Falcons on her tail. Carney just be happy to see the ball over the line. Falcons keep it in play. It's the Knights with the numbers. Kicking out towards half-back. Morrison perched herself under the football. The Knights again getting a kick away. Trying to trap it. McKenzie in the front spot. Kick forward. Taylor. One of those academy members that we mentioned, just seeing it over the line. Ebony Clayton will have a boundary throw in outer side. 1 goal straight 6. The Northern Knights lead at Geelong Falcons. 2 behinds, 2 points. Ball forward 50 for the Falcons. And they get their first score on the board in this grand final match. Lowest score this season for the Falcons was in round 5. 4-4-28 was their scoreline, their biggest score of the year in round 4 the week before, where they kicked 11 goals, 773, that being up against the Oakley Chargers, keeping them goalless. Inside forward 50 once again for the Falcons. Knights get the handball out. Sansonetti towards half back. Riding her opponent into the ground was Clayton. Getting herself up was Purcell, and we will see a ball up. Only 10 minutes gone. Second term nearing half time. Morris Dalton with the kick away. Walmsley's been active during this term. Dispossessed. Great tackle by Bennett. Didn't see her coming. And Bennett a chance to put the Knights forward. Goal kicker this term. Handball comes out. Fitzgerald, one of the Jess variety. Pressure football. Pulcino. Newton. Both players going without it. Falcons, defence under plenty of pressure, comes out. Gutnick. Here's an opportunity for the Knights in the goal square. Good defensive effort by Abby Chapman. Sees the ball over the line and through for a rush behind. Well, the Knights 1-1-7, leading Geelong Falcons. 2 behinds, 2 points. 4 minutes to go. In this first half. Free kick to go the way of the Knights, not touched from the kick in. An opportunity for them to push the ball forward once again. Fitzgerald long to the goal square, bouncing football. Again, pressure on the Falcons. Newton gets her hands on the football. Morris Dalton tackled to the ground. Bannon, high up and under kick. In the front spot, they get the ball out, they go goalward! And Britt Gutnick kicks the goal, the second on the board for the Knights. And they extend their margin during this second term. 2-1-13 to Geelong. 2 behinds, 2 points. The left of screen, certainly the scoring end in this grand final match. $11 points the margin now in this grand final. Another chance for the Knights going into the halftime break. Great work. Fitzgerald traps it, kicks it inside forward. 52-on-1 contest. Morris Dalton settles. Just put off her kick. Good defensive effort by the Falcons. And through for another behind. 2-2-14 the Northern Knights. Geelong Falcons 2 behinds, 2 points. Ticking down towards half-time in this grand final match. Gutnick adding her 12th goal of the season, second leading goal scorer for the Knights this year, behind Alyssa Bannon, who'd kicked 14. And Abigail Bennett adding her 3rd goal of the season as O'Connor kicks it into the forward pocket, and we'll see a boundary throw in. Ticking down towards half-time. Anthony Stangett's with you for the TAC Cup Girls season decider here at Avalon Airport Oval. You've just tuned in. Bennett and Gutnick, the goal scorers for the Northern Knights. As that kick from Ceravolo goes through for another behind. So they've been peppering the goals this quarter. A left of screen has contained all the scoring in this game. No scoring to the right of screen. Good defensive mark taken by the Falcons. A chance for them just to settle things down before half-time. May not get end to end. Might be one more chance for the Knights here. Handball over the top, Sanzanetti. Falcons just wanting to stop the football before half-time, not give the Knights another opportunity at goal. Morris Dalton, long bomb on the left boot. Falcons, again, under plenty of pressure. The handball came out. Prenesti, and free kick. It's gone the way of the Falcons. And that should be enough in the first half. 2-goal term from the Northern Knights. And that is half-time in the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final. And a strong second term from the Northern Knights. They didn't score in the first term, but scored goals at 3, 15 in the second quarter to lead the Geelong Falcons, who are 2 behind 2 points. As we mentioned, the goal kickers, Bennett and Gutnick, the 2 goal scorers for the Northern Knights. And those goals coming at the 6 and 12 minute mark of this second term. Big second half of grand final action coming up. The inaugural grand final. Last year, the Calder Cannons winning by finishing undefeated on top of the ladder. This year, well, it was the Geelong Falcons finishing on top of the ladder undefeated, but they're trailing going into the second half, and we're certainly looking forward to bringing you a big second half of action right here on taccup.com.au. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time with a big second half of action. As we mentioned, Northern Knights 2-3-15. Geelong Falcons 2 behind 2 points. Anthony Stangetz and the team signing off for the first half. And as we mentioned, we'll be back in about 15 minutes' time with the second half of the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final. At half-time, 13-point lead to the Northern Knights. Welcome back to Avalon Airport Oval. About to start the second half of the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Grand Final at half-time. If you've just tuned in, where have you been? Northern Knights, dominant second term, 2-3-15, kicking all their score in the game so far in the second quarter. And all the scoring having been in this match so far to the left of screen. The Falcons, the team kicking to the left of screen during this term. Just the two behinds that they scored during the first quarter. Unable to trouble the scorers in the second term as O'Connor. Morrison. In a tackle to the ground. Fierce tackle by O'Connor. And Ane will receive the free kick. Handball's onto her teammate. Gets it on quickly. Smith could have been taken high. Umpire didn't agree. Mark has been paid. And Clayton will be brought back. No, in fact, Gutnick. Jumper number change for the second half from the 22 to the 36. Blood rule at half time. For those playing at home, just realise the jumper number change. Kicked a goal. The last goal kicked in this grand final match. 12 minutes into the second term. Joining Abigail Bennett as the only other goal scorer in this match. Ball up, forward half for the Knights once again. Will they be the team to break the deadlock at to the right of screen? Handball over the top by Jarvis. Got her handball away. Ball now falls into the hands. Hungerford. Almost kicking in danger. Trying to trap the football. Haustafer will have a ball up. Forward 50 for the Northern Knights. Ball edging closer to the Northern Knights goal front. Falcons under plenty of pressure. Fighting for the football, Bennett. The Knights this year, the lowest score they were kept to was 3-5-23. That was against the Geelong Falcons. And their biggest score of the season up against the Oakley Chargers, 14-4-88 in round 5. Mentioned before, Alyssa Bannon, their leading goal scorer for the season with 14 goals. For the Falcons, DeJockamy, 13 goals for the season, along with Renee Tierney, kicking 11 goals, their two main options to goal. Good work, Morrison, that was McAvoy to Morrison. Now the bounce to Shannon, all the academy players combining. Shannon now, inside forward 50. Can't find a target. Carney just seeing the ball over the line. We'll see a boundary throw in. Quick transition play from the Falcons, pushing the ball forward. Can they continue the trend of this game with all the scoring to the left of screen? Two 23s going head to head. McAvoy v Newton. Both in the Level 1 AFL Women's Academy. Both featuring in the Vic Metro and Vic Country squads that were announced. Coming up in July up on the Gold Coast. Kick to the top of the goal square by the Falcons. Knights just happy to see the ball. DeCranis sees the ball over the line and we'll see a boundary throw in. 4 minutes gone. Third term of this grand final match. Boundary throw in. Tap down that time to Jockamy. Clearing kick. Gutnick. Comes out to Jarvis. Taylor trying to push the ball forward for the Falcons, unable to do so. And we will see a ball up. About half of each of the teams today returning from last season. And for the Knights, plenty of good signs for them next year with 15 of their players able to return again next year. McAvoy, kick round the corner, high, up and under. Under the football was Tierney. The ball goes out of bounds and we'll see kick going the way of the Knights. They lead 2-3-15. Geelong Falcons 2 behind, 2 points. We've just tuned in. Northern Knights doing all their scoring in the second term. Here's another opportunity for the Falcons. The 1-2. Oh, dispossessed. Good defensive effort by Newton. Gets the long bomb in towards the middle, looking for O'Connor. She was second in line for the football. Now gets her hands on the football. Telling the umpire she hasn't got it. And the umpire says, give the ball to me, we'll have a ball up. So O'Connor. Falcons go forward, bouncing football. Here's a chance for them. Good, strong tackle once again. The ball goes forward and it is through. DeJockamy kicks the first for the Falcons. It's taken till the nearly 6.5 minute mark of the third quarter. But the Falcons have their first on the board. And reduces the margin to just 7 points. So on the run, Sachi DeJockamy puts them on the board. Takes her tally to the season to 14. McAvoy into the forward line during this second half has proved a decisive move. Given the ball trapped in that forward half. It's slow to get up from that contact. Osowski got it off to a teammate now, inside forward 50. Falcons showing plenty of run. Tierney gets the ball back, kick smothered. Ball still in that forward 50 arc for the Falcons. Taryn Love also getting plenty of the football in the last couple of minutes, pushing the ball forward for the Falcons. Here's another opportunity for them from the ball up. Newton with the tap down has been strong over the first 2.5 quarters so far. Knights kick to the outer side. Osowski, Hay takes a strong mark on the outer side. Kicks inside forward 50 again. McAvoy puts the arms up, can't come down with the football. Should be a play that they have to contain during this third quarter. Osowski Hay again picking up another possession. Got it off to Morrison. Now inside forward 50. Tierney couldn't take the mark. Bouncing football. Last line of defence was Newton. It's a long bomb out to this broadcast side wing. Foot race ensues. Unable to trap it was Purcell. Keeping it in play though, Antipas. Now, Fitzgerald. This time the ball goes over the line and we will see a boundary throw in. Ticking over to the 9-minute mark of the third quarter. Anthony Stanger's with you this afternoon, broadcasting live here on taccup.com.au. TAC Cup Grand Final day for the girls. Geelong Falcons finished the home and away season just a week ago, undefeated. Top two teams playing off in the grand final is Morrison. Oh, long kick. Is it accurate enough? No, off to the left-hand side and through for one behind. So 1-1. Falcons have kicked this term. Left of screen has seen all the scoring in the game so far. Kick in for the Knights. Francatizano Strong mark by the captain. Looking at her options wide. Will she go to Chisholm? Elects not to. Along the broadcast side wing. Antipas at the bottom of the pack. Umpire comes in and we will have a ball up. 10 minutes gone, third term. 6 points a margin. Golden score if the scores are tied at the end of the match. Ceravolo just seeing the ball over the line. We'll see a boundary throw in right in front of our broadcast position here at Avalon Airport Oval. From the boundary throw in. Good tap down by O'Connor. Brancatizano got it over to her teammate, Jarvis. Now, Fitzgerald. Good smother. In a. Now Morrison. Dispossessed. Oh, the handball comes out. The kick away by Taylor. Inside forward 50. Shepherd couldn't get her hands on the football. McAvoy. Now another chance for Shepherd. And we will see a ball up. Ticking down towards three-quarter time. Still all the scoring to the left of screen in this grand final match. Good take by Love. Kicks it long. Good shark from the tap down. And the Falcons have levelled the scores here at Avalon Airport Oval. 2-3-15 apiece. And almost identical to the times that the goals were scored by the Northern Knights in the second term. Taryn Love scoring her first goal of the afternoon, second goal of the season. And scores dead level, nearing three-quarter time. Falcons would dearly love to edge in front, knowing that no score has been kicked to the right of screen in this game so far. McAvoy couldn't take that. Now inside forward 50. Walmsley, oh, elects to play on. Dangerous move, and it pays off. Soph Walmsley kicks the third in a row for the Geelong Falcons, and the Falcons hit the front nearing three-quarter time. 3-3-21 to the Northern Knights, 2-3-15, 13 minutes gone in the third quarter. And as she has done all afternoon, played on quickly. And this time it pays off for the Falcons as they hit the front in this grand final. 90 seconds left till three-quarter time. And we've got a thriller of a grand final on our hands. It was just the 8-point margin last time around, round 8. Looks like it's going to be a similar result this time. Very close indeed. Newton back in defence. Handballs to herself. Gets a kick away. Bounce will be crucial. And it suits them on this occasion. Clayton brings the ball out to this broadcast side wing. One-on-one. Bennett in the front spot. Losowski-Hay didn't. Dispossessed, and free kick will go the way for holding on Bennett. Ticking down towards three-quarter time. Last opportunity for the Falcons. Morrison. One last chance for the Falcons. Time ticking away, 8 seconds left. Knights just wanting to hold on to the football. They do so, and what a grand final we have on our hands here at Avalon Airport Oval. 6 points the margin going into the final change. And the Falcons, that quarter. What a quarter of football it was from them. 3 goals they scored, 3 goals won, and they lead in this grand final match, aiming to keep their undefeated season alive. 3-3-21 to the Northern Knights, 2-3-15. The goal scorers in the game so far for the Falcons, Walmsley, Love and DeJochemy kicking 1 goal apiece during that third term. And for the Northern Knights, Bennett and Gutnick kicking their single goals during the second term. Still, all the scoring has been achieved and kicked to the left of screen. The Northern Knights, the Falcons will have to change that. The Northern Knights will have to regain the lead in the final term, and it's set for a thrilling finale to the 2018 season in the TAC Cup Girls competition. We'll take a short break. Teams in their three-quarter time huddles, and they'll be back for a big final term. Just 6 points the margin, 1 straight kick the margin here at three-quarter time at Avalon Airport Oval. All comes down to this, the final term of the 2018 season TAC Cup Girls. And what a finale we have. 6 points the margin in the grand final. 15 minutes left in season 2018. Who will take out the grand final match? O'Connor, Brancatizano, Walmsley now over the football. Kicked the last goal in this grand final match. Here's an opportunity. Oh, sidestep. Great work that time. Mackenzie dispossessed. Another opportunity. Brancatizano. Handball's out. Good nick, the long kick forward. Good defensive effort by the Falcons once again. Handball comes out. That was Mackenzie. Edging closer towards goal. Kick smothered. That was Ceravolo. Morrison now, off half back. Looks at her options in the middle of Avalon Airport Oval. Good mark taken by Atkins. Atkins plays on quickly. Up towards half forward. Bounce will be crucial. Tierney needs to get round of her opponent. She does now. Centering kick. Ball at ground level. Suzuki over the football. McAvoy putting plenty of pressure on. And we'll have a ball up just 25 metres out from the Falcons' goal. No one has scored to the right of screen in this game. That has changed now with McAvoy putting the first score on the board of the final term. It is a behind. It's taken us 3 and a bit quarters to score to the right of screen. And here's another opportunity for the Falcons. Ball in the defensive pocket for the Knights. They weave their way out of defence. Brancatizano. Morrison now over the football. Dispossessed, almost a throw to Walmsley. Players fighting for the football, and we'll see another ball up. Balling forward 50 once again. Knights under pressure early in this final term. Trail by 7 points. Off the ground, Shepherd. Through for another behind. Good start to the final term by the Falcons. Almost edging towards that 8-point margin, as it was in round 8. Strong mark taken by Taylor. Long kick towards goal. Bounces through for another behind. So 3 behinds in this final term. Nine points now the margin. Handball over the top. Here's a chance. Shepherd. And good defensive mark taken by Ash Snow. Plays on quickly. Oh, intercept mark taken by the Falcons. And a chance again for Denby Taylor. They've broken the drought of scoring to the right of screen. Can they break the drought of goals to the right of screen as well? Taylor lines it up. And again, off to the right-hand side and through for one behind. Margin out to 10 points. Temby Taylor again intercept. Played on, but the ball, 25-metre penalty. The penalty taking Taylor well within scoring distance again. Can she rectify from the accuracy issue with the previous couple of kicks? She does. Look at the team get around her. And Taylor has put through her first of the game, the fourth of the game for the Geelong Falcons. And that margin now out to 16 points in favour of Geelong, the biggest margin of the game. Taylor kicking her first goal of the season. And what a crucial time it was for the Falcons. It gives them a couple of goals breathing space in this grand final match. Pressure now on the Knights. Kicking to the scoring end during this final term. But Geelong, the undefeated team so far this season, have certainly turned it around for them. Ball in the middle of Avalon Airport Oval. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here on taccup.com.au. Purcell long inside forward 50. Falcons now keeping the ball in their forward half. Umpire comes in. Great tackle on the outer side. Temby Taylor, what a final term she's had. Ball in the middle of Avalon Airport Oval. Walmsley, dispossessed. DeJockamy also dispossessed. Good work by Morris Dalton. Free kick's been found and it will go the way of the Falcons. Soph Walmsley. Nearly 8 minutes gone, final term. We've seen goals kicked in quick succession in this match. The task now getting far away from the Knights. They need to score on this move forward. Great defensive effort once again by Chapman. It's been strong today. Down a defensive 50 for the Falcons. Kick forward by O'Connor. At the back of the pack, Gardner. Hungerford. Good chain of handballs. Morrison. Handball over the top. Now they've got the run. Atkins inside forward 50. Good defensive effort that time. Carney. Bouncing football. It'll just trickle over the line. 3-4-1 behind. 4-8-32. The Falcons. Northern Knights 2-3-15. Again, another opportunity for the Falcons in this final term. Lining it up. Renee Tierney sends it long to the goal square. Knights will be happy to see it over the line. But Snow moving it outside of defensive 50, leading in the race, Jarvis. Good mark on the outer side. O'Connor now in towards the middle. Need a mark and need to move it forward, the Knights, because the Falcons have dominated this final term, as they did the third quarter, setting up this lead with 3 goals won in the third quarter. Ball at half forward. Now, good kick away for the Knights by Fitzgerald. The defence of the Falcons have been strong in this second half. Gave up 2 goals, 3 during the second term, but have got a clean sheet in the second half. Haven't allowed the Knights to score in the second half so far, while at the same time they have added 4 goals 6 to their scoreline. Ball on the outer side again. Taryn Love, she's had a good second half. Played it well in the keeping the ball inside the forward 50 arc once again. McAvoy now. Can the captain put the sealer on the board? Bouncing football. Chance for Shepherd. Can she keep it in play? Or can she kick the miracle goal from the pocket? She crosses, just doesn't reach her teammate. Knights under pressure again in defence. Just couldn't get the tackle on, was Love. Morrison now long towards goal. Knights have got the numbers back, but again the Falcons another opportunity. Ball held up, and we will see a ball up. Time certainly ticking away from the Knights in this grand final match. Geelong Falcons, a superb second half, have shown why they have been the undefeated team this season in the TAC Cup Girls competition, and will look to complete the undefeated year and bring the second TAC Cup premiership to the Falcons' nest in the last 12 months, with Geelong Falcons winning the under-18 boys grand final last year. Drought-breaking win for them. And this, a superb undefeated season by the Geelong Falcons. 2.5 minutes left in this grand final match. So a 17-point margin. We get clarification on the scoreline from the umpires at the conclusion of this game. Morris Dalton saying it's not over for the Knights just yet. Mark taken up forward. Britt Gutnick. The crucial goal. Second goal of the game for the Knights. Misses to the left-hand side and out of bounds on the full. So you would think that was the final opportunity for the Knights, just to give them a bit of inspiration and momentum in the final couple of minutes of the game. Falcons a superb second half. Now Fitzgerald, opportunity, puts it through. Kira Fitzgerald kicks her first goal for the Knights since the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. Going to need to be very quick scoring by the Knights as time ticks away from them in this final term. Ball back in the middle. ticking down towards the premiership for the Geelong Falcons. Can they get one more on the board? Great tackle by Suzuki in the middle. The Knights, chance to put a late one on the board. Dalton. Great defensive pressure by the Falcons. That sums up their season. They will take out the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Premiership, completing the undefeated season, the Falcons. What a year it has been. The favourites going into the grand final. The two top teams playing off. 8 points separating them first time around. We'll get confirmation on the score, whether it's 10 or 11 points. We've got 11 points on our scoreboard, the final margin. 4-8-32 to 3-3-21. Wait for the goal umpires to meet in the middle. I think it's a 10-point margin. I think there was an extra behind that might have been added earlier on in the final quarter. We'll get confirmation on that. But what a premiership victory it has been for the Geelong Falcons. 10 straight wins for the year. Running through some of the goal kickers in the game today. Denby Taylor, Soph Walmsley, Taryn Love and Sashi DeJokami, the goal scorers. And for Northern, their goal scorers, Bennett, Fitzgerald and Gutnick, the major goal scorers in today's grand final match. What a performance it was by the Geelong Falcons, taking out the premiership. And I don't think we have had the all clear on the scoreboard. So I think it might be 4-8-32 the final score to the Northern Knights, 3-3-21. So it is an 11-point victory. That is confirmed now. 7-8-32 to 3-3-21. It is 11-point victory to the Geelong Falcons in today's grand final match. We're going to take a break. We're going to show you all the presentations here at Avalon Airport Oval. A very good afternoon and thank you very much for tuning into our broadcast match today here at Avalon Airport Oval, and enjoy the presentations of the 2018 TAC Cup Girls Premiership. The winners today, the Geelong Falcons, completing a undefeated year in the competition. Enjoy the presentations coming up very shortly.